Hello and welcome to oddsmarket.com. I'm Natalie Rydstrom and joining us today is Stuart from tipsterhq.com. We're taking a look at the Champions League Week 2 matches and trying to bring out the best value. Stu, thanks for being here.
Hey Natalie, how you doing?
Very good. I have to say, I don't know how to describe how I'm feeling about these matches. Like, I'm certainly fired up to watch them. Very apprehensive, though, about my bets. We've got a lot of close odds on the outrights, and then obviously with a few sort of leading favourites. I'm finding it very, very hard to place my bets. Now, I've got some written down, but how did you get on?
Well, I think in my article I've described it as going from the sublime to the ridiculous. I mean, there are some bets in here which the matches look really, really good. And there are other ones that they just look like a walkover. You know, just looks like a silly kind of matchup, the kind of thing you'd see in a pre-season friendly.
Yeah. Well, let's start. We'll start for Tuesday, 27th. How many have you got across those matches?
Oh, across all of the matches on Tuesday and Wednesday, I've got 3.
3, all right. So you have narrowed it down. Let's start with your first one.
Borussia Dortmund against Real Madrid, which certainly fits in the sublime area. I'm going for a Real Madrid one in this one, which may surprise a few people. I'm going against Borussia Dortmund at home. Borussia Dortmund won 4 of their last 5 league games. Borussia Dortmund that have got a really excellent, exciting young squad. And I'm backing a Real Madrid side that have not managed to win their last 2 league matches.
And yeah, that's right. They do come from a draw, don't they? Dortmund at home. Dortmund are looking very convincing right now. A possible dark horse as well. I was talking with Bernardo from the Owl Tips yesterday. He called them his dark horse of the tournament as well. Wouldn't be safer to sort of do a sort of a draw no bet just in case for the Real Madrid winner. You're confident there that Real Madrid are saving their best play for this match on Tuesday?
That's exactly it. I think they've been looking at this game and saying, right, okay, we need to get a result in this one to really make the group ours. Okay. And they've been resting players for it. Cristiano Ronaldo came off early in the last match. He didn't even play the match before that, I believe. And I think they're just going to be ready to go and they should win this one. And you look at the odds, 2.77 with Pinnacle. Very good.
Yep, very tempting. All right, what's your next bet?
Celtic against Manchester City. You got that one?
Do I have that one? I'm having a look. Yeah. I've got a few. I wanted to listen to yours first. Actually, no, I do have something penned down. So go on. Let's see if they're the same.
Okay, I'm going for Asian handicap in this one. I'm going for Manchester City minus 1.5 goals, 1.98 with Pinnacle Sports, and the way that Manchester City are playing. And the defensive frailties that Celtic have shown in the Champions League against decent opposition, I think Celtic could be in for a tough night on this one.
Yeah, I tell you, I am looking, these are all leans again for our viewers here because I'm so very cautious heading into this week, I have to say. But obviously Celtic lost to Barcelona 7-0, but Celtic have the home advantage. I was expecting at least a goal, as was Bernardo from the Owl Tips. We were expecting Celtic to score. I think that they can score. Obviously, Man City let in a goal over the weekend. Man City are on the road. Both teams to score 1.8, Celtic to score 1.65. But I like Man City and the over 2.5 goals here, 1.85. Certainly think that Man City can score those by themselves. Wouldn't be surprised, though, with Celtic helping them.
Yeah, I think you could be right there. I certainly like the both teams to score. If you're going to go for it, you might as well go for both teams to score instead of Celtic to score because Manchester City are pretty much guaranteed to score a goal, I would think.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that as just like a little bumper for the match. You know, do a few bets in there, make a bit more money. What else have you got?
My last bet, Borussia Mönchengladbach against Barcelona. I think this could be a really open game with 2 sides that like to play open attacking football. And I'm seeing a fair number of goals. So I'm going for the over 3.5 goals market. 2.25 with SBO bet.
First of all, I think Barcelona is actually quite a good price, 1.5. Mönchengladbach have been struggling. Obviously, they lost to Man City in week 1, 4-0. Obviously, failed to score. They do have the home advantage here. Wondering if they can sneak a goal in. Both teams to score 1.65, though that is low. I'm trading very, very cautiously in this match. Barcelona and the over 1.5 goals. I thought there was just a touch of value in there. 1.65 in case of something like a 2 or a 3-0 win to Barcelona. So I'm treading carefully. What do you think of that bet?
I think there is a gentle squeeze of value in that one, I have to say. I think you picked
Gentle
up a good
squeeze,
one.
a gentle squeeze. Another better match that I'm looking at, actually, probably the biggest this week, is Atletico Madrid versus Bayern Munich. Two powerhouses coming together, obviously no stranger to each other. Bayern Munich 2.6, Atletico Madrid 3.1, the draw 3.2. Just looking at the odds here, the trend here, and the bookies, they are going for the under 2.5 goals, 1.61. And I think the problem is you've got two powerhouses of scoring and but also not conceding. And I'm wondering actually whether there is value on the over 2.5 goals at 2.5 William Hill.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good actually. I've got a little bet in that one, but it's not as high as that, and it is a very small stake. I'm actually going for both teams to score. As you said, both teams have a good goal scoring record, and both teams will want to win this match because it would make a real statement in the competition. So both teams to score, 2.05 at William Hill.
Yeah, you would expect, I think it's going to be an incredible match. Arsenal versus Basel, again, obviously both drew 1-1 in the first week. Arsenal to PSG, which I think was quite a result, actually. Basel drew to Ludogorets 1-1 as well. Arsenal are low, though, 1.4, maybe reflected with their sort of very convincing 3-0 Chelsea win. But I think it's going to be a little bit closer in this match. And interestingly, there is, again, a smidge of value in the under 3.5 goals. That's 1.6, 888 Sport. Kind of thinking 2-1 or a maximum 3-0 Arsenal win.
I would be happy with that because, again, I've got a tiny bet in that one and it's over 2.75 goals. So you're going one way, I'm going the other, but right there in the middle is the happy spot, which we could both be happy with.
That's right. All right. What about, let's have a look if I've got any more in my notes. Oh, yeah. So final, actually one bet that I really do like, actually. Moscow versus Tottenham. Surprised you don't have a bet from this match. Tottenham 2.4. They are the favourites. Moscow 3.3. Have to say though, Tottenham obviously lost their first week match to Monaco 2-1, whilst Moscow drew on the road to Bayer Leverkusen 2-2 there on the road. So we saw goals. Moscow do have the home advantage though. I'd actually be tempted to play a Moscow draw no bet option, but really like both teams to score 1.91. Obviously Tottenham have been scoring goals there in the Premier League. They know how to find the back of the net, and Moscow is at home. Both teams to score 1.91.
Yeah, I think the issue with that is Harry Kane's injury. Tottenham seem to score more goals when he's playing. Vincent Janssen is untested at this level. I don't think he's ever played Champions League with AZ Alkmaar. I think he played a little bit against Monaco, but not a lot. For me, this was one to avoid mainly because I'm just massively biased.
Yeah, I understand. I do the same. But Tottenham certainly found, I think when we were doing the Tottenham match preview for the weekend, that was a comment that came up, obviously with Harry Kane missing. Certainly didn't seem to affect them then, scored a couple of goals, and I think they can do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tottenham can win it. I've got my fingers crossed, and I shall definitely be watching the match. But if I was being seriously realistic, if I was being very realistic with my betting hat on, I think I'd probably be going for the draw because a draw would be a good point for Tottenham.
Yeah. All right, final one. This is Dynamo Zagreb versus Juventus. Juventus, very strong favourites. They're 1.3. They are on the road. Obviously, Dynamo Zagreb lost 3-0 to Lyon. Juventus at home, drew to Sevilla 0-0. I was definitely expecting more of them. They failed me in the first week, but I think they're going to bounce back. I've got Juve to win half-time, full-time, 1.87 Coral. Kind of think that they're going to want to get the job done. In the first half. It's a must-win, really, for them. Obviously, they drew their first match. They've got to beat Dynamo Zagreb, and I think they can do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too harsh on Juventus with the Sevilla result. I mean, this is a Sevilla side that's won the UEFA Cup, the Europa League Cup, 3 times on the bounce. They're not a bad side. They might have lost some players over the summer, but they're a good side, and I wouldn't be too harsh on Juventus. I like your bet. I think it's got some pretty good value in it.
All right, so that wraps up their Champions League Week 2 best value bets headed into the week. They obviously kick off tomorrow. Let us know, guys, if you found anything with more value or something that we've not discussed about or we've missed. Let us know in the comment section below this video, and head over to oddsmarket.com for more value picks. Stuart, thanks for joining us.